What's going on, everybody? It is Mike from the Hardcover Comic here. Today, we're going to go over some books I got in a haul in Kansas City / Matt's house / the U.S. in general. These were books from OPB for the most part, a few in-stock trade books in there, but this is about half of what Matt had been keeping in his closet. So I'm very excited for this. Organic Price Books, of course, our amazing sponsor. We've got 2 promo codes that have been showing up on the screen so far. Be sure to use them. It helps support us, helps support Organic Price Books, and helps you get a little extra money in your pocket when you're buying yourself a nice new book. A bunch of books here is what we're going to go through. I'll flip through them a little bit. We've done overviews for most of these. These were at Matt's house for, some of them up to 2 years. We met recently, went to Planet Comic-Con, which is where I got this Ether Library Edition signed and sketched in by Matt Kint. Very nice guy. He'll sketch in any book you bring him. I think just hardcovers. He'll sketch in it for you. He's an awesome guy. Ether is incredible. Check out our overview on this series. It's fantastic. I can't wait for Ghost Detective, Cosmic Ghost Detective, by the same creative team. That was a Kickstarter they did recently. Very much looking forward to getting that into my hands. Next up, we're going to take a look at East of West, The Apocalypse Year 3. Finally, I can finish the trilogy of these deluxe editions on my collection. I've read volumes 1 and 2 when they initially came out. Volume 3's been at Matt's house for about 2 years now. For those of you who are unaware, I have a YouTube partner. His name is Matt. He makes videos on here as well. When I order books from in-stock trades or Organic Price Books, it's a lot cheaper to get them shipped to his house. I was planning to go to visit him for a Comic-Con, which I did, and I picked them up and brought them back with me to Canada. Lock and Key, the Key House Compendium. I actually ruined this dust jacket myself in the airport. I had this in my backpack, and I was so tempted to read it. I couldn't help myself. I pulled it out. The dust jacket slipped off the hardback itself and kind of folded in my hands and crinkled in my hands. It's unfortunate. It's a really thin dust jacket. We also did an overview of this book, so check that out on our channel. I'm really excited. I'm really glad I got this, though. I love this series. I'm glad I get to reread it all again. It's not, the master editions, but it's great. I really enjoy it. I'm really enjoying the experience so far with the Key House Compendium. A great hardcover omnibus. Really, really happy to have that. Another trilogy ender here, Paper Girls, Book 3. This is by Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chang. Fantastic story, takes you back to the past with a little bit of a sci-fi twist. The artwork's incredible. These hardcovers themselves, the design on them is fantastic. I'm very excited to finally wrap up this trilogy, and same thing, catch up on the last third of the title. These next, I think, 2 books, well, this one for sure, World War Hulk Omnibus. I got this from a gentleman named Jeff. That's as far as I'll go, people, who sold me a whole bunch of Incredible Hulk books, which I'll be doing a video on soon. It's a bunch of custom binds and a ton of single issues that will essentially have, I'll have a Hulk collection from, I think the 70s all the way up till the zeros. So World War Hulk is one of those books. It's not a custom bind, but it is an omnibus that was part of the set. The third trilogy ending deluxe that I got was Promethea. Same thing I said for East of West and Paper Girls. So thrilled I can finally finish this series. One of Alan Moore's best series, kind of, not spoken enough. It's not spoken about enough. I love Prometheus so much. Klaus, The Life and Times of Santa Claus. This also wraps up my Klaus Deluxe Edition hardcover set. I don't think they're making any more, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there's been any Klaus one-shots or anything. I would love some more. I would love way more, but either way, it's awesome that Boom has collected these with the gilded pages, of course. Stunning, pretty tight book since it is so small. Which is unfortunate because you do get a little bit of gutter loss on the incredible Dan Mora artwork. So beautiful, such a good artist. I love Dan Mora very much, but I'm thrilled to have this. Klaus is one of the funnest IPs that Boom has out there. It's super random with the 1 year issues, and it's great that they made these hardcovers. I recommend checking them out if you can pick them up. Super Sons Omnibus. I think this is what, the complete edition, expanded edition, I forget. I don't want to even look at it. No, I'm kidding. It's a beautiful book. I'm very excited to read this. I love everything that has to do with John Kent and Damian Wayne. A fantastic duo. I also did get, I wasn't able to bring it over with me, but one of the books that I have sitting at Matt's house still is the Superman Omnibus by Tomasi and Gleason. So I'm, having that and the Super Sons Omnibus is just going to be such a great pair of books to read and reread whenever I'm feeling down, whenever I feel like just reading a really heartwarming and heartfelt set of stories with fantastic, energetic artwork and some awesome DC characters in it. Can't recommend checking that series out enough. However it is you can. Staying on the sort of Batman train, we got Batgirl by Gail Simone. This collects her new 52 run. We did an overview on this. Be sure to check that out on our channel. I really enjoyed this run when it was coming out in the new 52. I'm excited to reread it again in oversized format. I'm a Gail Simone fanboy, big time. I'm really hoping to get Secret Six in some collected form one day in the future. Thrilled to have this omnibus in my hands. We'll see if it's something I want to reread in the future. Having read Gail Simone's Wonder Woman recently, I wasn't too sure if that's an omnibus I'd want to keep. We'll see what happens with Batgirl. It'll be nice to have this in addition to all the various new 52 Batman stuff that I'm going to have in the near future. So still on the fence a little bit about this one. We'll see when I reread it and get to enjoy it once again in the omnibus format fully. Lots of DC love, of course, which means Superman by Grant Morrison, a double whammy. I was very much waiting for this. It's got a bit of a scratch on the dust jacket, which is unfortunate. Controversial run, not some people dislike it very much, some people enjoy it. I'm of the camp where I enjoy it. I think Grant Morrison told a far better Superman story in All-Star Superman, but this is a different thing. It's an ongoing, it's sort of a reboot of the DC universe in a way. So he made it a little more interesting. It jumps around from place to place quite frequently, but just keep in mind whenever you read a Grant Morrison comic that it's not going to necessarily follow the logic of other comics and the way their stories are told. It's a Grant Morrison thing. Just stick with it, enjoy it, try to decipher it as best you can, and enjoy his homage to the history of the character that he's giving within the story. Planet Hulk, another omnibus that I got from Jeff. He didn't have the issues for the custom bind, which is fine. I'll very happily take an omnibus instead. So this is part of that huge Hulk run that I've got, which I'll be talking about more in a future video. I have read Planet Hulk a long time ago in digitally, so I'm looking forward to the omnibus. There's great artwork in here, great artwork in World War Hulk. I know that for sure. So yeah, I'm thrilled for it. I'm gonna become like a Hulk buff, guys. I hope you know that. I'm not sure if it's been made clear. You'll see at the end of that Hulk video that'll come out in the near future. I'm gonna be a Hulk buff, and you can ask me any and all questions once I'm done with it all. But that's about it. That's the haul for this time. I was able to bring back a good hefty bit of books. This doesn't even include the custom binds that I brought over and the close to 150 single issues I brought over, so big time stuff. A lot of these books are from organic price books though, so check out these promo codes, get yourself some nice discounts. It helps our channel, it helps organic price books, and it helps you because we can talk about books more and give you our opinions on books and whether you should spend your money on them. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Mike from the Hardcover Comic. Hope you've all been doing well, staying safe and sound, and until next time, stay classy, internet.